Hello, ninth graders. I'm Lois Ellis from the Dickinson Area Economic Development Alliance, and I'm here today to bring you a message about manufacturing. We are part of a nationwide celebration of manufacturing in October in order to raise awareness of manufacturing careers and what they look like in today's manufacturing environment. We hope that as you explore your career options in the coming years, that you take a look at some of the manufacturing options. There are plentiful jobs in the Dickinson County area, and so we hope that you will find something that you enjoy, that you can make a career of and grow and advance right here in our community.
I've been at Systems Control for 7 years, and with the students feeling that it's most important to maybe go to a 4-year college and leave Dickinson County to do so, we lose out on that potential talent that we could be keeping here.
We were looking at a study of all the seniors that were graduating that year in the county, and there were more projected job openings than there were seniors. With looking at careers in manufacturing, we have to have more students exposed to what is here.
It's been kind of funny. You see them come into the room, they sit down, and then all of a sudden we start the activities and they're collaborating with the other people at their table.
It was cool. We got to work in lines and we were learning how to work together more.
Well, I learned that you have to be able to trust your teammates and you have to work well in a group.
And I think that's important for students to understand that a group work in high school is one thing, but guess what? That team dynamic doesn't go away when you go into business.
Yeah, when you have certain people doing certain projects, they do it so much better than if you have people doing the wrong thing, then they'll go really slow.
It was kind of challenging because we only got to use our left hand at first, so you really had to be able to work with the team.
I think today might spark some interest in some students. Maybe they'll take some vocational type classes, welding, building trades, which will help fill that pipeline for us in the future.
I did not know before today that I was interested in welding.
Because like me, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I was only thinking about college, because that's the assumed pathway that they have. But there's so many jobs and skilled labor and companies willing to train you from the ground up.
That's why I think it's great that we're all joining forces to educate them, try and plant that seed early so that maybe they can think a little bit down the line and say, oh, maybe I don't need to leave home. Maybe there are some really great career opportunities right here.
It's been a great partnership, and today is just another example with our business community working together with the school systems to get kids excited about what's here.
So manufacturing is a big part of the economy in Dickinson County, making up about 20% or more of our workforce. It also provides jobs that have higher wages on average than other sectors of the economy. Many of the manufacturers in Dickinson County are growing and are deemed essential during this pandemic. So they're hiring and growing at a time when people don't expect it, but they foresee this growth to continue for the future. One of their largest challenges is finding skilled workers to feed their growth and have enough employees for them to continue to take on new customers and grow and bring more wealth into our community. That's where you come in. As a high school student, you have the opportunity to explore many different careers, and so we hope you'll take a look at manufacturing. If you do want to stay in the area, or perhaps you plan to return someday, it's an excellent career path with abundant opportunities where the companies will help you gain new skills and grow in the roles that you have with them. We find that many in our community are not aware of the types of manufacturing that we have or how important manufacturing is to our economy, and so that's why we're here to talk to you today. In Dickinson County, we predict that there is a need for about 750 new manufacturing positions over the next 3 to 4 years. Now, I know that you'll still be in school about the time that ends, but we don't see that changing for the foreseeable future. That growth will continue, and there will be opportunities available in the manufacturing sector for you if you choose that career path. In manufacturing careers, we have a great need for production type occupations, but there are also other roles in manufacturing that you might not think of when you hear the word manufacturing. Accountants, sales staff, engineers, human resources professionals, purchasing agents. There are just many career paths that you can follow and still be involved in manufacturing. One of the great reasons we encourage young people to pursue careers in manufacturing is that it takes a small investment of your time and education expenses in order to start a career in manufacturing. You might be able to start right out of high school, and a manufacturer will help you gain the skills you need in order to perform a role with one of their companies. Or you can go on to take some technical classes, perhaps get a certificate, a 2-year degree, or even a 4-year degree. But the path is multifaceted. You do not need to go down any one specific path to be involved in manufacturing.
All of us have different jobs, but how we approach our jobs, I think that is the same, if not identical. Our dedication to quality, our dedication to world-class service, our dedication to excellence, our dedication to safety. It all starts with we're passionate about serving the customer really well and getting better every day.
The obsessive attention to detail that we put into our products helps feed a larger dependence on reliability and predictability for our power. The small details matter. Every crimp, every label, every routing that you do in that panel is important. We get a lot of feedback from customers that when they get a systems control panel or a systems control building, they expect a certain level of quality and it isn't present with some of the competition. You hear endless stories that, oh, good, it's a systems building, I don't have to worry about X. I know it's going to have a certain level of quality that isn't necessarily the norm in the industry.
In our industry, we can do everything right, but at the end of the day, if the product doesn't arrive, plug and play at the job site, then our customers have to plug and pray. And so plug and play has become synonymous with system control, something that one of our customers years ago used the phrase because they really, really trust the product that they get from systems control.
My idea is a program that we developed that allows us to really cultivate ideas and thoughts from our employees, but not only to cultivate them, but also then to drive them in the form of action. So when we have 700 plus employees bringing in thoughts and ideas into work every day, that moves us in a trajectory and in a path for success at a much greater rate.
Systems control is really about problem solving. So if our customers have this problem that I need some method to store energy or release it as it's needed, we have the engineers and the technical capability to understand that problem.
Systems control is innovative in many ways, and I think that's partly because we've built a team of engineers, of designers, of people that really are not afraid to think outside the box. You've got something that was built by craftsmen in a controlled environment. With the attention to detail that's put on it, it's built with care, it's built with precision, it's built under the right conditions, and it's built by the right people that do this each and every day. We really appreciate when a customer visits, seeing the facility, seeing the processes, getting a chance to meet the people really turns them into believers in that we're really a step ahead, and our customers tell us over and over again, you guys do this at a level that nobody else does. The employees really make the business. Without high quality employees, we're not able to produce the products that we provide to our customers that help keep the lights on in the grid throughout North America.
So how I ended up at Systems was I heard an advertisement on the radio that they were hiring, so I applied and ended up getting a job as an integration technician. So I was working out on the floor in production all summer. I think that gave me a great perspective of what we do here, and kind of from beginning to end, like what we're actually making. But if I would have just started off in the office, I feel like I wouldn't have really known that stuff. And so, yeah, I'm actually working in the office now as a accounting intern. I think a lot of people don't realize that there are a ton of different roles in manufacturing. If you go into one specific thing, you might not stay there forever. You can always bounce around. Me personally, I've done 3 different things, and I haven't even graduated college yet. And advice I would give you is to take classes at the ISD if you like working with your hands and you want to be in the production areas. That'll give you great experience. And also try, if you can, to actually work at either Boss or Systems or in manufacturing in high school if you can. Right? The more things you do, you'll learn what you like, what you don't like, so you can figure out if you want to go a certain route or if you want to switch. The earlier you can figure out that, the better.
It all starts here in Iron Mountain, Michigan, where Boss calls home. Boss Snowplow is a worldwide leader in snow and ice control with a growing lineup of plows for trucks, UTVs and ATVs, salt and sand spreaders, and box plows, all designed and built for the professional. Boss incorporates state-of-the-art design and manufacturing techniques and practices to produce the highest quality, most durable, and easiest to use products possible. Boss has established its reputation as an innovator over the course of its history, a history that is rich in its stories of hard work and core values. But Boss didn't just happen overnight. It started back in 1959 when Warren Bruley founded MJ Electric and Systems Control. In 1985, he acquired the patent rights to an untested snowplow design, a simple idea that put a hinge in the middle of a plow. This groundbreaking revolutionary idea would shape the industry forever, the Boss Power V. From the beginning, the Boss Power V was built on family values. With 3 generations of guidance and vision from Bruley family members, they set forth with a simple philosophy: Boss will always back up its customers. In 2014, Boss became part of the Toro Company and their worldwide portfolio of products and services. Leading Boss into the future is President and General Manager Jody Christie, a 20-year veteran of Boss as the company's lead engineer. He and his team have been responsible for some of the industry's most innovative and successful plows and snow and ice removal equipment on the road today.
Boss started as a family business, and we still have those same values and principles as when we started. Our commitment is to build the best product possible that is simply who we are and the way we operate.
Boss knows the quality of a company starts with its employees. From that first cut of steel, every single person at Boss has an important role to play in making the best snow and ice removal equipment on the planet. That's why they only recruit the best, most experienced talent around. People who have the Northwoods work ethic.
We're from Upper Michigan, so we know snow. In fact, we kind of celebrate snow. You know, we understand that you got to build something tough.
People up here have become extremely resilient. We do what it takes, no matter what, to get the job done.
And Boss does everything it takes to keep its family safe. Here, team safety is one of the top priorities. This starts with teaching accountability and advanced safety techniques. At Boss, it starts with innovation, reliability, and performance. These 3 pillars have become the calling card that snowplowing professionals have come to expect. It starts with years spent developing truck plows, UTV and ATV plows, box plows, and sand and salt spreaders that make the lives of snowplow professionals easier and live up to the Boss name.
The Boss team is extraordinary, and they have the opportunity to listen to our customers, roll in their input. The result is a steady stream of innovation and improvements to snowplowing technology.
I think the best part about working at Boss is the pride that all the engineers and all the employees have in the product that we sell.
Coming up with a design that's not been thought of before is something very, very cool for an engineer.
Boss doesn't build contraptions. They build tough, innovative products designed to increase the productivity of their customers.
It's got to be simple. It's got to be an elegant design, meaning there's not a lot of extra parts to it. It's not complicated. To us, that's what innovation is all about.
As an engineer, I definitely like to see our customers saving money. The more jobs they're willing to win, the more profitable they can be. That's a good thing.
From the engineering team to the shop floor, to retailers and distributors, Boss is comprised of world-class professionals who pride themselves on being number one in their craft, including the snow and ice removal professionals who Boss is proud to call customers.
I've always felt that, if you listen carefully to your customer, they're going to tell you the right things to do. And I really think every one of our customers that has given that input to us and that we've listened to feel they've got an ownership in the product.
That word relationship and Boss go hand in hand. A contractor, a dealer, a sub-dealer, they can all call and they're going to get a person on the end of the line.
If you call here, there's a pretty good chance that you may talk to the actual engineer that designed the product that you have. That gives us that connection to the end user that others just don't have.
Since plowing full speed into the marketplace over 30 years ago, Boss has become a leading manufacturer of snow and ice removal equipment worldwide. Boss continues to advance the production process for which all products are designed, engineered, tested, and built, setting a benchmark for the industry, working harder than ever to deliver the toughest, most reliable, most innovative snow and ice removal equipment on the planet. It all starts here, and as long as the snow continues to fall and ice continues to form, Boss will always be there to back you up.
Alright, the reason I chose Lakeshore Systems was because they came out to me with an opportunity to work as an IT intern and help me get a lot of experience working, because a lot of computer science jobs you need experience before you're even out of college, and it's just really nice to have that and be able to work with them and learn from the people that are around me. It's just really nice.
And how I came to work for Lakeshore is that I was pursuing a career in welding, and they came to me with an opportunity that really nowhere else gives you. It's really an advanced and great place to work.
I would say my favorite part of my job would have to be just being around the people that I'm around. They always helpful, and they just help me learn. They also help me with my other college stuff. Like going to Bay College right now. They're still helping me through those classes, even though they're technically not IT classes. They're still helping me out, and it's just nice to get a chance to learn more about IT every day.
What I like about my job is that I'm doing what I love, which is welding, and I have a great time doing it. It's a lot of fun, and that the people that I work with are really helpful, and they enjoy helping out and giving me some advice. It also gives me time to, after work, to go out and have fun with my friends or go fishing and do what I love.
I would say, especially people from my point of view, it's not always like where you're gonna be working hands-on with the material. You could always be working behind the scenes, making sure that the networks are up, making sure that people's software is running right. It's not always just the hands-on stuff, it's also the behind the scenes stuff, and you can always help with that. It doesn't have to always be material hands-on with all the products.
And what I would tell a high school student about manufacturing is to always do your best and never give up, because some of it can be a little difficult, but you will get it with time.
Hello, my name is Jessica Frost. I'm the president and CEO of Lakeshore Systems. Lakeshore has been designing and building robust heavy equipment for the maritime and mining industries since 1858. That's over 160 years. We have customers in both the mining and maritime market that require equipment that's safe to operate and that's reliable in harsh environments. We specialize in solving difficult design challenges for our customers, and we specialize in large, complex fabrication and machining. Our quality is exceptional, and we have a great reputation in our markets. Most of our work is for the United States Navy: shipboard elevators, anchor handling and mooring systems, doors, cranes, and ramps. For our underground hard rock mining customers, our Cannon mining product line includes large trucks for underground, drill jumbos, roof bolters, scalers, ANFO rigs, and other utility trucks. We couldn't do any of this without our amazing people. Our superior customer service and our commitment to customer satisfaction is what sets us apart from the competition. I'm sorry you can't meet these folks in person today, but I'm going to turn it over to Ross Oakler in Iron River, who's going to tell you about his background and what he does, and I'll turn it over to you, Ross. Thanks.
Hey guys, welcome to a little glimpse of Lakeshore Systems. We're pretty bummed out we couldn't see you guys in person this year, but we're still very excited to tell you about some of the manufacturing careers available to you after graduation. Lakeshore has been in business for over 160 years, with our sole purpose of building heavy equipment for the United States Navy and the mining industries. So a little bit about me. My name is Ross Oakler. I graduated from Kingsford High School in 2018. Shortly after graduating, I applied for the Field Service Technician Assistant Apprenticeship at Lakeshore. I landed the job in August and started working in the office in Kingsford. In the fall time, they sent me to school at Badenoch Community College for a certificate in mechatronics. My schooling was completely paid for by my company, and I was also making money while attending college. After I acquired my one-year certificate, I started traveling with our global field service team. Our field service team is responsible for the installation, repair, and general maintenance of our entire product line. As you can imagine, the United States Navy doesn't just cruise around the Great Lakes, they cruise all around the globe. So because of that, we do a ton of work on the East Coast and the West Coast of the United States, along with its territories such as Hawaii and Guam. And it's also pretty typical for one of our guys to be working overseas in China, Italy, Singapore, or Abu Dhabi, just to name a few. So it's a pretty cool gig. Lakeshore is a very interesting place to work, as you'll never stop learning. The company atmosphere is great, and everybody I've had the opportunity to work with has been very kind and more than willing to pass along their knowledge to me. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, I would advise taking as many classes at the Tech Center as you can. I can truly say that the Tech Center helped shape my professional life more than anything else, and I highly recommend taking any classes that you can there that interest you or might interest you in the future. The staff is great. The instructors want to see you succeed as much as you do for yourself and will do whatever they can to help get you there. So I'm very grateful for being able to educate you guys on what we do, and I look forward to hopefully meeting some of you in the future at Lakeshore Systems. Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Elliot Reed. I've been working here for about 6 years now. Well, when I graduated high school, I accepted a scholarship for a free education and a job here. I started out in operations. I've worked there, and then I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity to transfer to maintenance. Here I am now. I have a great job. I'm debt-free. I work for a company that respects me. I respect them, and it's a good relationship. Well, my favorite part about my job is, to be honest, it's the people I work with and the positive culture. I'm given all the tools I need to succeed in my job, make it easier, safer, less stressful. And that as a maintenance tech, I own my own work and I'm allowed to do that. So advice I would have to give to a high school student would be, well, coming out of high school, you really don't know anything, to be honest. And I didn't know what I was gonna do after high school. I knew I liked money and I wanted to stay local. I know my dad has been working here for 30 years. It's provided for me and my family. And it's stable, you're not traveling. Don't think of manufacturing as settling. It's a good career, it'll provide for you. You have to work for it, but that's a given.
For over 60 years, CCI Systems has been providing network solutions across the United States. We combine forward-thinking engineering and the very latest technology to help businesses thrive.
As our company continues to grow, so does our team. We hire talented individuals who will help fulfill the CCI mission. Make life better by connecting people through innovative communications systems. When I think about the ideal team to be a part of, CCI Systems has all the bases covered. They're innovative, supportive, honest, and connected, not only to the work in the industry, but the people that make the team. If opportunity and growth are important to you in your career, then look no further than CCI Systems. CCI has a proven track record of expansion and growth, offering full-time job opportunities with offices throughout the nation.
So as freshman students, there's this huge weight on your shoulder to try and figure out what you want to do, where you want to go to school, what are you going to be when you grow up. I'm sure you guys have been asked that, what classes you're going to take, what college you're going to go to. So guys, if you don't know what you want to do, Bay is a great option because we are so affordable, we're local, and you can really figure things out. And Mr. Mulligan over at the ISD, he's going to talk a little bit later, but you can get in and take these dual enrolled classes in this early college program, and it's really it's only gonna benefit you to get these college credits, whether you choose Bay or you choose another institution. It's free to you, but also it just helps you understand what you would be good at and what you might like to do. So consider that. It's okay not to know, but take the time and energy during the next few years to try and figure out what it is you wanna do and what you're good at, because that's gonna position you well for later in life, and it's going to, you don't need to know right now, but start doing those exploratory activities to understand what you do like to do and what you enjoy. Mr. Mulligan is up next, and he's going to give you more information on what is to come in the next few years while you're a high school student that you can take advantage of to gain this understanding and understand the opportunities that are available to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Wollner, for sharing some of what Bay College has to offer here in Iron Mountain. Freshmen, you've just heard from some of our major companies in Dickinson and Iron counties about some of the great jobs in manufacturing in this area. So you might be thinking, well, how would I get one of those jobs? That's where the Tech Center comes in. We're going to see a video here with some clips. You're going to hear from some of our students and teachers about what we offer at the Tech Center. Some of our classes are really obvious toward manufacturing, like welding and mechatronics. Some maybe not so obvious. A lot of students from from networking and from graphics, or even our health occupations class, they work in our manufacturing facilities in jobs in those areas. Some of our manufacturing programs, including welding and mechatronics and our computer networking and cybersecurity, those programs we offer early college. The best benefit to coming to the Tech Center and taking one of our courses and signing up for early college is you get to take those college classes at no cost to you. So the Tech Center, we will help you when you're in your 13th year. We'll help pay for your books and materials you need to take those courses. You don't have to pay for the classes because you're still a high school student. The state of Michigan, through your local high school, is paying for you to take those courses at Bay College. So there's no cost to you. That's an $8,000 a year savings, at least, if not more. And if you compare that to going to a four-year college, you can triple that savings in some cases. So it's a huge savings to you to take an early college class. The other benefit is you get to do those classes while you're here in town, and you get to decide, is this really a career I want to move forward with, before you've spent a lot of money. And that's true for all of our Tech Center classes, but especially early college. We have some students that sign up as a junior, and by the time May of their senior year rolls around, they realize that they want to do something totally different, and they leave the early college, and that's just fine. But you have to start signing up at least by your junior year, and it just opens up so many doors to you. And life is about having those doors open and trying to keep them as open as long as possible so you have choices. Don't we all like choices? I mean, yeah, McDonald's is great, but don't you rather go to Wendy's or Culver's every once in a while? You don't always want to have to go to McDonald's. So leave choices open to you when it comes to your future as well. If you have any questions about any of our programs, you can call the Tech Center or talk to your school counselor about our programs, because we will be working on scheduling this winter for next year, and we'd love to have you join us.
Everyone should really take it if you ever heard of early college for your degree, because you're getting such a big leap and you're saving so much money to just have your high school diploma withheld 1 year. So I ended up taking both my entire year of high school along with my college freshman year, all in the senior year. Kids that I know from my classes, they're going in their freshman year when I'm already in my sophomore year, and I'm going in it for free. So if you think about it, you're getting handed a $40,000 check just for attending school for nothing. On top of the $40,000 check, you also get a chance to get a job from it. And on top of it, you also get your certifications that you could also test for. So you're saving even additional money and gaining money. The only thing you have to put in is the hard work and the time. Just really never give up, and when opportunities occur, go for them.
Well, this year I'll do everything any normal senior would do. I'll walk with my class, but I won't get my diploma. I'll have 1 year after high school of college level classes, and then I'll get my welder certificate, and then I will get my diploma at the end of that year. Since I'm doing it through the early college program where I won't get my diploma for that 1 year, it's already paid for. No cost at all. The reason I did it is because it's just 1 more year after this, so I can get my welder certificate, do whatever I want with that, and if I want to go a different route, it's just 1 year after high school and I still have plenty of time to do other stuff. I'll have 33 college credits when I'm done with this program.
I like showing up the boys in my class. I'll have a high school diploma and a welding certificate. I want to be able to go to Boss and work there.
I hope to go to NMU and pursue an art degree of some sort so I can focus on art welding. In graphics and welding together, I'm able to combine my skills and do things that no one else has.
I signed up for early college so I can get more experience. I'd like to get more experience in welding. I want to apply at Marinette Marine. I'd like to work on ships as a welder with this extra experience I get.
I would still get to be able to do all the senior stuff with my class, but instead of getting my diploma, I would be waiting another year, going to college, and then getting both my degree and my diploma. The degree I'm going to earn is an associate's in mechatronics. When I finish my degree, I plan on going off into the workforce.
I signed up for early college because I figured it was a good opportunity. I get to learn a little bit more hands-on stuff. I enjoy it more than sitting in a regular classroom. 2 hours here is better than an hour sitting in a random classroom reading a book. I hope to go right into the workforce and make a decent bit of money before going back to school potentially.
I really believe that career and technical education is the way to our future. We are helping skilled trades and manufacturing come back to the United States by having workers trained in the classes offered at our tech centers.
They allow a student to get a taste of the real world, but inside of a controlled environment. And so when they do get out to the workforce, it's more of a blend, more of a tough fit.
There's always going to be deer hits, always going to be stuff to work on. We need people besides working behind a desk. We need people working on the floor, getting their hands dirty.
They prepare students for the real world. Anything in the healthcare field at all. Anything from nursing to doctors, physical therapists, lab techs, radiologists. We have some natural healing, veterinarian, physical therapy, that kind of stuff.
So I'm learning different skills that everyone needs in the healthcare field, like learning how to do basic vital signs and how to put on personal protective equipment.
We teach an employable trade. It is expected that these students don't come out here and just do this blindly. In other words, drop the pan off the transmission and change a filter and put it back in and say, wow, I wonder what I just did.
They can get a student ready for a job they really want. Like I'm in here, like I said, because I want to get more knowledge of a job I really want to do.
Operating a cash register, counting money, interacting with customers, and then rotating products. These are all skills that they can use if they wanted to get their first job or thinking about going into the business field. It'll give them a good foundation for those jobs.
We'll learn about market research and how you really need to get down to what the product needs to be in order for it to be successful.
In this class, they learn multiple ways of welding and processes, and it is good for our area because we do have a lot of welding in this area.
I've been wanting to learn how to weld for a while. We just got done working on projects to where we got to learn how to use plasma cutter, oxyacetylene, cutting, torches, plasma table, shear, iron worker, and multiple forms of welding.
We spend a lot of time working on visual communication because that's primarily what graphic communications is about, but we also do spend some time on verbal communication and written communication. We spend a majority of our time though working on computers and working with Adobe software.
Well, as a second year student, I am mostly learning about working with clients and working with real businesses, like something you do in the real world. Textile designs, making t-shirts, logos for businesses, like business signs, all of that.
Students are creating websites, they're creating logos, they're actually making projects for real businesses.
Lately in web development, I've been redesigning the Kinship site and redesigning some of their logos, putting forth new ideas.
They start with the basics, they learn camera skills, and they learn shots and angles, and they create their own assortment of videos until they eventually create a full-length video film.
As our generations grow up and as technology advances, more and more of these jobs are going to be needed. The career I'm preparing for in this class is filmmaking. I just want to be a director. My long-term goal is to be a feature film director someday.
This course prepares students for jobs as a laborer, a carpenter, a mason, or a base for a post-secondary career in any construction-related field.
They are actually the perfect mix of the academic world and real life application. Working as a community, working as a group, being able to understand others, understand directions, follow through on directions, as well as the basic skills of construction.
If I could tell a student one thing about this class that's thinking about joining, it'd be that you don't need any prior knowledge of carpentry. You're going to learn everything you need to know in here.
The skills this course teaches are all of the real world information that we need for PC servicing and troubleshooting, and the basics of network design. A bench tech position, which is the CompTIA A+, the first year. The second year will be network operations center.
I learned a lot of things here about more or less just basic computer principles, troubleshooting, computer hardware. Every week, at least, we're doing some sort of lab where I am actually hands in a machine, taking something apart, putting it back together.
I like how involved it is and hands-on, because like in other math classes I struggled, but in this one, like, it's real life situations, so it's easier for me to understand it.
This class prepares students for an unbelievably wide range, from right out of high school for the trades, for trade school, for CNC machining, millwrights, electrical and instrumentation, very broad range of engineering disciplines.
So far we've learned a lot about electrical systems. I love all the hands-on work about this course, and everyone has to work together to accomplish the same goal.